Hi, Patricia. Okay, so I don't know. I'm just going to jump right into this. I don't know how many's going to watch or how many can watch. It's kind of like an odd time. You know, I mean, here for me, it's 4:15. Hi, Linda. Um, Let me turn the brightness down again. I am so pissed, you guys. And I'll tell you why I'm pissed. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jojo. Um, okay, you guys already know I care for my mom and all that. And no big deal. Love her to death. No complaints, no problems. Hi, Amy. And I have 3 daughters. They are my world. They are my life. And I'm so pissed I had to make coffee early. Hi, crazy grandma. So she had her dental appointment today, and I took her in. Now, when she went in the first time, it was great. You know, the dentist she seen was a dentist that I had seen and my mother has seen. Now, this is not my denturist, okay? Obviously, it's not my denturist. Hi, Jennifer and Carol. So anyways, I take her in, and you know, when you go in and you get something done for your child or your spouse or your mother or whoever you're doing it for, on the sheet of paper, they're going to want to know your entire life history as far as medical. And so that's what I did. You know, when I first went in there, I listed all medical for all children all the way around, as one should. And we go in, they said that she needs some fillings, she has wisdom teeth coming in, so got that scheduled, so on and so forth. She did really good, actually, and that was just, you know, open the mouth, look around, take a few x-rays, did perfect. So I went back in there today with her, and it was absolute shit. First of all, the first lady that took us back and, you know, got everything set up, she was a doll. She was amazing. She was sweet. She was kind. She was caring. She, you know, hi, my name is, la 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 la. Great bedside manners. Now, when that's all done, another technician will come in and administer the shot, you know. Well, this lady comes in, or she comes stomping in, you know, and slaps her ass down in the chair and rolls over to my daughter after she puts her gloves on. Doesn't say hello, how are you, my name is, nothing. Just open your mouth. Doesn't say you're going to feel a pinch, just might hurt a little bit. You're doing great. Not one damn word comes out of her mouth. Okay, Sarah does good. She takes it. I'm telling her throughout the process, you're doing great, you're doing wonderful. Any contact with your ex? No, he's in prison, and that's where he's going to stay as long as I can keep him there. So, anyways, all that, and she's done. She's like, are you feeling anything? Now, this is where it gets a little complicated. My daughter is autistic. She is autistic. She's been autistic her entire life. She has something called selective mutism with the autism, neurofibromatosis, and legally blind. So she's got a lot going on for her. In high school was the first time she ever spoke to an adult in her life outside of home. And she's been to school her whole life. So, told us that. And I will, you know, one day I will tell you guys about that. I really will. And so she's like, well, you're going to need to communicate. You're going to need to say something. You're going to need to do something. But you need to speak and let me know. And I was like, I'm sorry, but she doesn't speak very much. And before I can even say anything else, she's like, well, she needs to speak. And I was like, I'm sorry, what was your name? Lily. Okay, Lily. Thank you. Lily leaves. The other lady comes back in, and I said, hey, she was very rude, and her bedside manner was terrible. And my daughter's autistic, and she has all these other things going on for her. And she was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. And I was like, well, you didn't know it, and you're fine, but, you know, she should have known. Everyone should have known before we walked into this room, their patient. Everyone should have picked up that chart and looked at it before they even stepped into my world with my daughter. So no one had. She's like, I'm so sorry, apologizing for the other lady. Well, by this time, the doctor comes in. Now that little scenario right there completely tilted my daughter's world. And if anyone knows anything about autism, with autism, they're in a bubble, basically. And they are about routine, consistency, routine and consistency. I can't preach that enough. And when that happened, it tilted my daughter's world. So it put her into a tailspin already. So by the time the doctor came in there, who I might add had also not read her chart, it's like, open your mouth. And my daughter went like this. And he was like, oh, yeah, no, we can't do this. I mean, are you feeling anything? Well, you need to talk. You need to say something. Communication. We need to be able to communicate with each other. And that's when the other lady stepped in and said, the first lady, she was like, oh, well, she's on the autism spectrum. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we can't really help her here. We're going to have to send her somewhere else. Long story short, I was pissed. I was angry. My grandson is nonverbal. Yeah, and it's really hard, It's very, very hard. I felt like I have spent the majority of her school life in school with her. I mean, battling teachers and principals, and I've met some wonderful people along the way. I've met some horrific people along the way, but it has been a battle. And God only knows what it's been like in her world, I mean, I'm just speaking for myself. Her world can sometimes be very lonely and just hard, absolutely freaking hard. And it just absolutely blew me away that, I mean, how, and I'm sorry I'm cursing right now, but I told you guys, when it comes to my kids and my mama, that's when a whole other side of me comes out. But how fucking dare you step into this room without even looking at my daughter's chart? I mean, how would you even know? Maybe she could have been allergic to the shit you were just, putting into her mouth. How do they know anything? How could they properly do their job without even glancing at the fucking chart to see what's going on with this patient? It absolutely blows my mind. And it made me so mad. And then when I'm sitting there talking to the other lady at the counter, we're trying to figure all this out, what our next options are. This bitch has the audacity to come marching out there, to the front, and she's like, just to let you know, I said, shut your mouth. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Don't speak words. Goodbye. And she stomped off again, but, it made me so mad. And my daughter needs help for her mouth. She has teeth that need to be filled, and she has wisdom teeth that need to be pulled that are coming in. She requires help. And if they would have done their fucking job from the beginning, she would have had her help right now. She would have opened her mouth. She would have raised her hand. She would have nodded her head like she was doing before the two assholes came into the room, And I did leave a comment card. I filled that sucker up and gave it to the helpful technician. And she told me that the doctor, McGill, and the other technician have had numerous complaints. And I feel so bad for other families and children that are going in there seeking help and being belittled and mistreated and tossed out the door like, I don't know what to tell you. Even when she went back to talk to the doctor about what our further options are, she said, look at this. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's what he did to this sheet of paper right there. He just, I would have punched him in the face. I'm so angry. So, now I have to rethink some shit. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I have not been reading your comments because I've been totally going off. But I just felt the need to get that out. Because I'll tell you what pissed me off the most. What pissed me off the most was when the doctor was done saying, like, this is what we need and this is what has to get done. Communicate. My baby started crying. Silently crying. And that pissed me off so bad. It made me so fucking angry. I'm going to try to catch up on some of these. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening to me rant. I did get a hold of Josh today, and I'm going to go in tomorrow because I have pain right here, you guys, now. It's like right here where it ends, the denture ends. I'm having pain now. Which is kind of cool that, I went that long without having any pain, so. haven't complained. That's why, yeah, well, they heard me today. They heard me. The whole office heard me. I was pissed. I was beyond pissed. I didn't put up with it. They need calm. Yes. Calm, soft-spoken, just, it's so simple, you know. And what really blows my mind too is a lot of it, I mean, it's sad that we have to stop and tell the world, okay, now digging down deep into your bag and pull out your morals and act like you have some fucking common sense when it comes to treating a human soul with decency and respect. I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah, he said he's going to adjust that. And I'm supposed to go in tomorrow at, oh crap, I can't remember. Oh, 2. For him to look at that and see if we can get it adjusted some. I would have killed someone. I wanted to. Ooh, but my daughter was there, you know. She was there. She went over in the waiting area and she sat down quietly and kind of faced away from everyone. And I believe me, I wanted to go off. I was so pissed. Yeah, and I think I not the office itself, but the two there, the dentist and the technician. Yeah, I think I am going to call the board because that was just absolutely ridiculous. I don't even think they know how to deal with an autistic person, actually, because even after it was said, nothing changed. Their attitudes didn't change. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, let me regroup and let me, you know what I mean? Nothing changed. So I really truly believe that they have no fucking idea what they're doing when it comes to disabilities. My daughter is doing okay right now. She came in and she went to the bathroom and she's actually standing over in the corner right here. Just kind of chilling. I think she's making something to eat. She's going to try to eat something. What explanation? Yeah, I know. And see, that's something else. Like I told the lady at the front desk, and my daughter's aware of this. You know, she's 16. She's well aware of the situation. I told the lady in the front, I don't go around like throwing her disability everywhere I go. You know, I try to help my daughter live the most normal life she could possibly live, without that constantly being front and center to everything and that she does or how she, you know what I mean? It's not the center of who she is, because that's not what makes her her. You know, she's beautiful and all the right things. So I don't go throwing that disability out everywhere I go. That is why I fucking wrote it down on the chart. You know, I mean, simple, basic. It made me completely fear and distrust dentists. I know it sucks, man. Yelled at me as a child and it made me avoid and completely. I had that same thing happen, Matt. It was a big old heavy-set black guy who was doing all my crowns and stuff in the front, and he screamed at me because I flinched. You know that shot that goes straight up the roof, you know, the uppercut shot, and I flinched and he went off on me completely, totally. I mean, I cried. I was like crying in the chair. You know, it's terrible. It was terrible. They should have asked. That's right. All they had to do was look at the chart. That is it. Everything that happened in that office could have been avoided if they had just looked at the chart. That simple. You are totally and absolutely right, Patricia. Totally right. They can do that, but if a nurse misses something at a hospital or doctor office, it's not okay. I know. It absolutely blows my mind. It really, truly does. Most of the medical profession don't read patient charts. Like, they have their own med list right there. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but they even have, like, little apps where they're like, okay, symptom, 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 symptom. And the fucking app is telling them what to give the patient. Because I had a doctor tell me, well, you know, when I entered the symptom, and I was like, last time I checked, I don't remember delivering a fucking manual out of my vagina when I gave birth to her. So, I don't know what you're talking about, but you need to leave the room and come back as a fucking human doctor. What does that say? Something just popped up about showing something, but it disappeared. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm so sorry. And I'm whistling a lot. I don't know if that has something to do with like this problem down here. It's a troll. Where's the troll, Jennifer? Is there, can you see the troll? Go to doctors and diagnose themselves. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. Most people go to doctor and diagnose themselves. Aw. Thank you, Hopeless. At least your name's different. I can't remember what your first name was, but I was like, I know it has something to do with Dick, so I'm like, hello, Dick. And I was like, oh, man, that sounds so bad. I had a very good mom, by the way. Aw. I'm glad you had a very good mom, Patricia. I was pissed, y'all. I was so freaking angry. I wanted to snatch her ass up over that, you know, that desk. I was so pissed. I'm so pissed. Other than that, in the office, you guys, they had like the scale there. And before we went back, I was like, oh, let me jump on. Oh my God, I have gained 15 pounds in like 9 days. I am a little ashamed about that. And I'm telling you, like, I ate like 10 of these before I even left the house. I'm just like, that crunching, man. I think it's the crunch that makes us gain weight so quickly. I don't know about y'all, but I haven't heard or felt that crunch in almost 20 years. So like potato chips and cookies and nuts and just like, oh, it's so good. So yeah, I have gained some weight, you guys. Yeah, I've gained a pound. And that may be why you're tender. You mean like my lip? Why my lip is tender? I gained weight too, girl. And I ate a whole bag of Funyuns. Yeah. Oh man, you say Funyuns. Now I want to try some Funyuns now. I almost killed these Girl Scout cookies. I think there's like 5 left in the box, I think. All the crunching. I know. There's something about that crunch, man, that just feels good, you know? It just feels right. Now, I can't wait to try, like, I need to go out and buy me some fruit, you know, like some apples and pears and stuff like that, because if I'm going to be crunching on something, it ought to be healthy. Good for you gaining a few. Can I give you a couple more? I'll take a couple more. But I would like some in my boobs and my butt. I'll be happy with gaining some weight there. And maybe my thighs, my upper thighs. I guess that's like the thing nowadays, right? Like the big bubbly, what do they call that? Bootylicious butt. The Kim K ass. Sorry, y'all. I can't type. You can't type, Jennifer. Why? Oh, I see. I know I can't select. Damn it. I got my dentures in December. Still can't eat. I look and feel like a donkey. They don't fit. And my dentist says they are fine and he's not fixing them. So stressed. Oh, Lisa, that's crap, man. Can't eat and I look and feel like a donkey. And he said that he won't touch them. Have you had any hard relines, any soft relines, anything like that? Denture fit? Have you tried any of those things? Fat fingers. I have fat fingers too. Gets me in trouble a lot. Have you tried any of those things, Lisa? Because, I mean, usually, well, what I'm gathering from, like, being a part of groups on Facebook and stuff like that, I've seen a lot of people, well, a lot of places that do dentures, they do, like, a package where it would come with, like, the denture and then the soft reline, and or so many soft relines, hard relines, and adjustments. Remade bottom, huge top, reclined, gags me. Remade bottom. How come he didn't how come he remade the bottom but not the top? That's kind of weird. Because even, I would assume that your bite would still be different. Because I know what my bite was when I first had my impressions done with all those rotten teeth to my very last bite when I got these. Totally different. It changed quite a bit. And that's because, like Josh said, I trained my mouth to bite a certain way. And that way was so that my tops and my bottoms never touched because they were just crumbling. And so when the teeth got pulled, bite, swelling, infection, another bite, it went down, training, and then to the last bite it was completely different. And now I finally had that right bite, you know. Supposed to say boob. Wait, I missed it. I could give you one. Oh, one Bob. Hey, I did talk about my future cat. I named him Bob on Facebook. And we're going to have amazing times, me and Bob. But, you know, I'll take some more boob, too. On my new chip adventures. How'd it go for an adjust? Oh, how'd it go, Holly? Does it feel better? Your adjustment today? My bottom measures top to bottom 3/4 inch tall. They rattle and don't stay in top as flush. He made them so I can't bite. Oh, Lisa. Y'all, what do you guys, what do you think you, what kind of advice would you guys give Lisa? Kind of read up on what she's been talking about, and because, you know, I'd hate it to just be me. I'm no pro. So there's a lot of good people in this chat room right now that have experience. And me personally, I got lucky, man. I got lucky with a great denturist. And he seen there was a problem, and he willingly, like, jumped right in and made it better. So I'm very thankful for that. But if you feel that way, and I mean, if you could take a picture of both of them in your mouth like this, and like how you would naturally bite, and it just looks wonky, and it just looks odd and just totally off, usually I would think that's all the proof you would need to get them moving on fixing the problem. When do you go back, Lisa? Yeah, because I mean, if it's really big and totally off and just looks very odd and misshapen and not lined up and sideways, and oh, hey, you just walked by, and Jennifer said, tell her she has gorgeous hair. I tell her that all the time. I actually just spent like $23 worth of product. They were on sale at Rite Aid, 2 for $12. I can't remember what it's called. It's expensive, but I told her to embrace your curls, child. She always wants me to like straighten it, and the heat has damaged her curls, and she has really thick, beautiful, curly, voluptuous hair. And I'm like, you know, you need to start lathering that shit up, putting lotion in it, reconditioning it, giving it a break from that heat, and just like, you know, embrace the curl, because a lot of women would die for those curls. So much better. They were laughing at going girl, you're so funny. Only I would need an adjustment for eating chips. Maybe that's why I need an adjustment. Maybe I'm eating too many nuts. That sounds so wrong. I'm thinking about getting the tops first because I can afford it. Do you think that would work in the long run? Or should I just keep saving up for the full mouth dentures? I'll tell you this, Matt. Personally, and this is just my personal opinion, I am so much healthier right now. Like, I feel like a different person. And if your teeth are so bad, like mine were, rotting, crumbling, breaking off, infected, can barely eat, too hot, too cold, I mean, just, I would just do it as you can, because God, that bad teeth affect your health in so many different ways. I can't stress that enough. So if you can only do the top right now, shit, I say go for it. I say get it done, you know. And then save up and do your bottoms when you can. But personally, I believe the sooner you get those bad boys out of there, the better off you're going to be in the long run, regardless. Sorry, y'all. I got to go, my honey. Oh, bye, Jennifer. Thank you for coming. Sorry for pissing and moaning. I embraced my curls 12 years ago. Yeah, you do have pretty curls, Cheryl. So many people compliment me. What do you use? Do you use any products on your hair, Cheryl? I ate 4 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. I got another box in the cabinet. I really need to calm down, though, because, I don't know, my body's also not used to a lot. Well, I have low blood sugar, so I don't know if that would be like a bad thing or not. I don't know if I will go back. It's embarrassing. Oh, that sucks, man. Still don't go out in public much. I live in South Mississippi and don't have anyone to talk to that have dentures, so I can get advice. Are you a part of dentures before and after on Facebook, Lisa? Are you a part of any of those denture groups on there? Because if you are, no, you're not. If you go onto Facebook, you'll find There's a group on there called Dentures. I think it's denture support before and after. And actually, if you go to my About section on YouTube and then go all the way down on the bottom, you'll see like Instagram and Facebook. If you click on that link, it'll take you to my profile. And then friend me. And then I can send you an invite to that group. But if you come into that group, they're very, very supportive. You're going to check the mail? Okay. They're very, very supportive. But you can also like take a picture like I was talking. You know, like that. A couple pictures. And share with thousands of denture wearers who are just amazing. They're all amazing people on there to get some real sound good advice, because like I said, if you're taking a picture of that bite, you know, the bite, the mouth open, top and bottom, how it lines up, you know, your A-line and all that, and it's just completely off just by everyday people looking at it, I would definitely fight that, you know. I would definitely, I think, what is it, you guys, like the dental board or something like that? Well, first you would have to go in and request that the dentist remake them and list all the reasons why. And I would do it all in paper too. And, you know, give them copies. Hold on to something original, but I would definitely fight it. I would definitely fight it. If they're that bad and you can't eat and you're just absolutely miserable, then I'm sure there's something that can be done. There has to be. There has to be a way. Did top, and I'm glad I did it. Lisa said she only did top and she's glad she did it. I just want to be normal. Oh, I know you do, sweetie. Lisa, I know you want to be normal, and like I said, go on there and friend me, and then let me add you to that support group, because there are so many great people in there, and maybe even a few denturists or two who can look as well and maybe even offer their advice, because if it's that bad, then you definitely need to fight it and have them make it right, you know, whatever that may be. Good, Lisa, do that. Like I said, just go to the About section and all the way down, you'll see Instagram and Facebook, and just hit that, and it'll take you to my profile, and I can friend you. And or you don't need to friend me at all if you don't want to. You can just go into Facebook and dentures support before and after, and you know, just go in there and say, this is what it is, this is what I've been through, here's a picture, what do y'all think? And so many people will jump in and try to help you out. They really will. All right, y'all, I'm so sorry for totally bitching. I was super mad. I was so upset. They made me so angry. I came like that close to going to jail today. I wanted to beat her up so bad. I'm gonna hop off here and finish drinking my coffee, and then figure out what to do for dinner tonight for everyone. What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, mail.
This is your.
Yay, more bills.
I don't know. This is for Sarah, for you.
You sound a lot like me.
You wanna open it and see?
Well, I'm kind of a joker, but like I said, when it comes to my kids, completely different woman. I could be like la 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 la, and I can be very happy, but you mess with my kids and I go completely off. Bye, Linda. Order pizza. I was talking about ordering pizza a little bit ago. It's better to vent here than do something bad. Exactly. That's why I just held it on in. I'm like, get out of my way! Trying to get back on.
Yay.
Don't poke Mama Bear. That's right. That is so right. All right, you guys. There's a, and it's so funny too. This what are they called again? Trolls. Yeah, these trolls. It's kind of funny because jealousy is an ugly thing, isn't it? It's so sad. They need to just get a life, you know. I have one. They need a life. What's that?
Are we still gonna go to Goodwill?
I don't know. I have to figure out dinner. All right, you guys. You guys have an amazing night. Thank you for listening so much. I appreciate it. And there's my baby.
Where's my tablet?
There's one. This is my oldest one. And
No.
come
I don't like
on.
cameras.
Okay, she doesn't like cameras. All right, you guys. I love you all, and I will talk to you again probably after I have these adjustments done to see what happens.
What?
Yeah.
You're a
fine.
trend.
Yeah, I think that's just the jealous ones. That's probably another YouTube channel who's
Oh, hello.
She's really jealous.
Hi.
Bye, dear. Bye, Holly. All right, you guys. Love you all. You guys have an amazing night, okay? Bye.
Bye.
I think that's